We're a very digital market in the way that we pay. So in the last 10 years, checks have dropped by 70%. No one uses checks anymore. For the first time ever, cards have overtaken cash as the most popular retail payment. So that's really significant.
I'm going to share with you the key insights from a study on future of money that was conducted by Cognizant and Red Associates. What we found was that people's relationship with money was essentially broken.
How do we stop being the organizations that have all this data and aren't being useful to enabling people to be at the center of their data ecosystem?
But the world is changing quite quickly. We've got data regulations and organizations are being forced to change how they process data, how they utilize, and obviously how they monetize it. But we can't do it if we don't have trust. Do you believe they should have the tools and participate in an environment where they can choose to share or not share their data with you? If you believe that stuff, this can become a competitive advantage.
And an organization that has been at the forefront of digitizing services and then inevitably working out how you build trust within those digitization services is Australia Post. So it's really exciting that Rick is able to talk to us about AusPost's journey and how they focused on digital identity in terms of building trust.
And when we started to think about the digitization of identity, we really also wanted to think about what's the benefits to the economy in Australia. And I think there's an enormous opportunity once we start to get into this.
What we actually would like to suggest is in order to be someone's support in their financial management and slow money types of things, is you really need to start to think about, okay, what is that moment of need that they have, and address it with the right thing, and more importantly, in the right way. We really need to think about dividing our products and experiences into very specific components that someone will actually have a personal experience on.
What we found that there is no one path. Everyone has a unique DNA. There is no way to actually prescribe a way to retire. But the key is to plan and explore much earlier in life so that by the time we get to that phase in life, we know ourselves well enough to be able to live the life that is exciting and fulfilling for us. There's 5.6 million baby boomers. There's also Gen X that's looking at that next phase in life. So big opportunity, and it's time to start thinking about it now.
I suppose we have to look at that fragmented view, define what we think some type of true north is, and then go, where do we plug and play here?
The most important factor is around connection to community.
If you think about what we've learned from payments, you need to have interoperability. You need to be able to pay with your credit card. It doesn't matter if it's a Visa or a MasterCard.